The Amazon rainforest. So the president of Brazil has asked the president of France to apologize for lying. The president of France and a bunch of celebrities have been posting fake photos of the Amazon rainforest fire. And Gregory Whitestone wrote a whole commentary on how these headlines, like that you'll see at CNN, Amazon rainforest burning at record rates. New York Daily News writer said the Amazon rainforest is burning. Be afraid. There's a bunch of headlines about that. And then again, you get the fake photos running around of the fire. They're not true, okay? A lot of people are basing this off of Brazil's National Institute for Space Research. Now, what you need to understand is when somebody says, historically, this is the biggest fire season that we've ever had, the National Institute for Space Research was not set up to calculate the number of fires. It was set up as an early warning system for the Brazilian government to let them know if there is going to be a high risk of fire, so that way they can act before it gets out of control. The other issue with the Brazil National Institute for Space Research is that it only has fire data going back to 2013. So if you're going to cite it and it says record data for our system, it only goes back 6 years. So that's not any serious historical significance, obviously. That's kind of like when people say, this is the hottest year on record. The record is only 30 years old. So stop. And it's not the hottest even in that category, but I digress. So anyway, so what do we have here? If you go to NASA's data, and NASA, they actually, because a lot of people are sharing the photo that NASA posted, because obviously with the ISS and everything else, NASA took a picture of the Amazon rainforest fire, okay? And people are sharing that photo. And, it looks ugly. Smoke travels, okay? You would be, 100 miles away from a wildfire where I'm from, and it would be smoke all over your town. So it's very normal for the smoke to travel. It doesn't mean that's where all of the flames are, and it's important that you understand that. So NASA they put a picture up of the Amazon rainforest fire. People are sharing it. People are freaking out about it. Nobody has been sharing, I shouldn't say nobody, most people are not sharing the caption that goes with that photo. So the caption states, as of August 16, 2019, an analysis of NASA's satellite data indicated that the total fire activity across the Amazon basin this year has been close to the average in comparison to the past 15 years. Okay, so the system that does track fires, which is NASA's system, not the Brazilian system, the system that does track fires says that there is no 84% increase in fires. It's at average rates. In fact, they mentioned that there's two areas of the Amazon which have an increased fire rates, and then there is two or three. There's two that are below average. So two are above average in fires this year. Two are below average. Now, we're not peak fire season yet. That happens in September. So anyway, the overall numbers are pretty much in line with historic data that goes back to 2003, which isn't all that much, but is way more back in time than the Brazilian data, which only goes back to 2013. So anyway, let's see. Ranchers have used fire to clear the forest as much as it's much easier than felling the timber. And estimated that up to 15% of the original forest has been cleared in this manner. Now, why is this important? The fires burning now are the farmers burning their own farmland again to reset the land. They do this periodically every few years. It's not virgin rainforest that the farmers are burning, but I've seen the headlines and I've seen celebrities go out there and post this, Joe Rogan included, since he's coming up in the live stream, saying that these farmers are going out there and they're burning the rainforest. They're not. They are burning their farmland and the grasslands that have already been cleared for decades for farmland. And you do this to reset the land. It's healthy for the land to do this. And that's what's burning. Now, there are fires in the Amazon rainforest right now. Those are different. Those are natural cause. It's not what we're dealing with these farmers, but people are running around and pretending that the farmers have set the virgin rainforest on fire, and they have not. And so it's important that you understand a couple of things. Celebrities and even the president of France are posting fake photos of the fires. These are fires that are not related to the current fire season at all in any way, shape, or form. So they're not real. They're not accurate. The Brazilian system is set up as an early warning system, and they will duplicate the count of fires. That is routine. They duplicate the count of fires in order to better predict where there are hot spots. And so some fires are being counted multiple times in the system. And the system's data only goes back to 2013. So anybody who is telling you that there's been an 84% increase in Amazon rainforest fires this year is not telling you the truth. Probably because they're too ignorant to understand what they're doing. But a lot of those people are very influential. They're political, they're politicians, they're celebrities, etc. And right now, the Amazon rainforest fires are at average levels. And the fires that we're talking about right now are farmers who are burning their own land again, as they periodically do every few years, not virgin rainforest. So a lot of lies have been happening as a result of the media coverage of this. And a lot of it stems from ignorance, but some of it stems from misinformation as well. Hannity's up next. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow.